Welcome to Brain versus Heart. So, a question came in from a girl, and she said if her ex boyfriend is happy with his current long term girlfriend, why would he be contacting her occasionally with short messages or sending her random pictures? She told him that she didn't want to hear from him, but he keeps doing this. Well, there's a very simple answer for that. If you've already told him that he shouldn't be doing this or that you don't like when he does this and you guys have previously been in a relationship, it simply means that he might be keeping you around in case things don't work out with his current girlfriend. When you have been in a romantic relationship with someone and you make it very clear that you don't want to remain friends with them and that person is still feeling you out or trying to do favors for you or keeping you as a friend, it may be because he feels bad and he really wants you as a friend, but chances are, more often than not, the person has still enough history with you that he wants to keep you around for the idea of it. Maybe it wasn't good enough to be in a relationship with you, but with you as a side person, he feels some kind of justification. Oh, it's just friends. When it really isn't. It's funny because I've seen more so girls do this with guys. Guys will do it with girls too, but I see it more on the other end of the spectrum, where girls will not really like a guy or kind of like them, had a relationship with them, but don't want the guy to move on and be happy. They want to keep them around and keep leading them on, even if they're currently in a relationship, just so they have a rebound or just so they feel good about themselves that you can't get anybody else. They don't like the fact that you can fall in love with someone else. That seems to invalidate them. Maybe psychologically, it makes them feel like a failure. It could also give them some sort of high knowing that you like them and you can't have them. There are many reasons why people would do this, but I think generally it is understood that when you are in a happy relationship with someone, you shouldn't still be leaving it open-ended with someone you were previously in a relationship with. Unless everyone, all the people in the party, the person that you're currently in the relationship with, you and your ex all agree on this, which is usually not a good idea because there's still a lot of feelings involved, it should not be done. I used to think it was a good idea as well, and I genuinely was coming from a good place where I wanted to stay friends with these people. We just didn't work out as girlfriend and boyfriend, but maybe we would be better as friends. And the guys were younger, so they were like, okay, sure. When I find out later, they're actually not interested in being friends at all. They only stayed friends, quote unquote, because they hoped for a chance to be with me again. And I realized as I grew older that no matter how I feel, it wasn't fair to them. Now, this is especially true if you already have another person that you're currently dating and you're keeping your ex around. Why? It's just not a good idea. It's not a good look, and it sends false signals or mixed signals to the ex, the person that you're not currently in a relationship with. You have to understand that even if you don't feel anything for that person, they may feel something for you, and you may be giving them mixed messages saying, I'm in a relationship, but I still want to have you on the side. That is not a way to gain trust with a person who you are currently in the relationship with. Some people think that this is silly, and no, you can be friends. But ask yourself this. Put the shoe on the other foot. If you're a guy and you feel that it's unfair and that the person, the OP rather, should just be friends with her ex-boyfriend even though he's in a loving relationship with another girl, ask yourself this. You really, really loved a girl and it just didn't work out. She broke up with you and now she's happily with someone else and she loves that person. Would you want to be friend-zoned? Would you want to be her best friend? That she takes shopping and whatever? If that's good enough for you, that's great. But some people have a little bit more self-respect and they don't want to be second best. Some people are okay with that and that's perfectly fine. Most people aren't. So that's the answer to the question as to why he's doing it. You guys have history, he's comfortable with you, and he's hoping that he can keep you around in case whatever is going on here doesn't work out. If they're having problems, guess who the first person he's gonna run to is gonna be? You. Which will make you complicit with their cheating, because that will happen sooner or later down the line. Now, if you're okay with that, that's fine too. You're all adults. But if you're not, just understand that you are ruining a relationship by being a part of it, being a participant in the unfaithfulness, the infidelity. You know this. Maybe part of your mind will be justified in saying, oh, well, I had him first, but he's not yours now. He belongs to someone else in terms of a relationship. I don't mean they own each other as property. I mean he's committed with that person. Unless they have an understanding that he's allowed to have an open relationship with this girl and he can do whatever he wants with whoever and she can as well, that's great, but I don't think that's the case. I would ignore this and block the person, even though it's hard to do that because it sounds like the OP still has feelings for this person. I would just outright block him, because here's the next thing you have to consider. Even if there was a chance you would get back with this person, he doesn't respect you enough to be in a relationship with you. He doesn't respect your feelings enough when you've asked him not to do something, and he's also emotionally cheating on his other partner, and he'll do the same to you if you get back together. Anyways, if you guys have any other suggestions for topics, just ask.